Physical activity can rewire the brain after childhood trauma. Childhood trauma can have lasting effects, not just on mental health, but also on how the brain functions. New research suggests that regular physical activity may help reverse some of these effects by strengthening key brain regions responsible for emotional regulation. This isn't a cure-all, but it offers a surprisingly simple and accessible way to support healing. Understanding childhood trauma and its impact. Adverse childhood experiences. ACEs include abuse, neglect, and household dysfunction events that can profoundly shape development. The more ACEs someone experiences, the higher their risk of long-term health problems, from depression and anxiety to chronic diseases like heart disease. The brain adapts, though. Neuroplasticity is the ability of the brain to form new connections, meaning trauma doesn't necessarily lock in a negative future. This new study investigates how physical activity interacts with this adaptability. How exercise affects the brain. Researchers analyzed brain scans of adults with childhood trauma and found a direct link between physical activity and brain connectivity. Specifically, exercise appeared to strengthen connections in the amygdala, threat detection, hippocampus, memory, and anterior cingulate cortex, ACC, all crucial for emotional regulation. Those with higher ACE exposure who were less active showed reduced connectivity in these areas, while those who were more active showed increased connectivity. The pattern suggests that exercise could act as a buffer against trauma's lingering effects. The study found that exercising less than 2.5 hours or more than 5.5 hours per week was most effective. Why movement works. A brain-based explanation. Trauma can disrupt communication between the amygdala, hippocampus, and ACC. The amygdala may become overactive, constantly triggering the stress response, while the hippocampus struggles to differentiate past threats from present safety. The ACC, responsible for emotional regulation, can become overwhelmed. Physical activity appears to support neuroplasticity, allowing the brain to rebuild those connections. The better these regions communicate, the better someone can regulate emotions and avoid getting stuck in fight or flight. Getting started. Trauma-informed movement. The good news is that this isn't about extreme fitness. Here's how to approach movement with trauma in mind. Start small. A 10-minute walk is enough. Consistency matters more than intensity. Choose what feels safe. Walking, yoga, dancing. Pick something enjoyable, not punishing. Listen to your body. If an exercise triggers difficult sensations, pause or modify. Your pace matters. Consider professional guidance. A trauma-informed practitioner can help tailor an approach that supports healing. Physical activity isn't a magic bullet, but it is a simple, accessible tool that may genuinely support brain recovery after childhood trauma. More research is needed, but the direction is clear. Movement matters.